How much credits could one expect to earn while exploring for 1 hour only in the deep black? Let's find out. Welcome everybody. I am No One I Know. You can call me Frank. I am sitting where C1715 spot, and I'm fixing to go out and explore for 1 hour. I'm going to show you, I really am, how to use or how I use the spectral analysis and a detailed surface scanner. And I'm going to explore for 1 hour, so here we go.
And you're clear. Best of luck, sir.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm going to show you how I use the Spectrum System Scanner. The main tool that explorers use is the FSS, the scanner. And as if you notice here, there's only one star within the system, right here. You could see there's just one star. If you go to the filtered spectral analysis, the FSS scanner, in this system, since there's only one star in this system and one star only, there's nothing on the bottom of the scanner. There's no signals. And on the top right of the screen, you'll see signals detected. There's only one, and that would be the star itself, and only one body, one of one, which is the star itself. Now, if you'll notice on the bottom, the scanner itself, one of the main things that I'm looking for when I'm way away from the bubble is this area here. I'm looking for transient signal sources, any kind of a blip over here, concentrated signal sources, anything over here. Normally they're blank. In the bubble you'll always have them. Okay, but out, when you're out a couple thousand light years or so away, you won't see nothing here, but that's what you're looking for. Going further to the right out of scale, you'll always run into, most of the time, asteroid clusters. Okay, that's where the blip would be for there. Metal-rich bodies, high metal content worlds. Those you like because they're worth about 45,000 credits or so a piece, and some of them are terraformable. It could be worth 1.5, 1.7 million. Rocky bodies are common. Ice bodies are, you see those all the time. They're really not worth nothing. Sometimes they'll have rings. Rocky ice worlds is the same thing. They're just rocks out there. Now on the L of the spectral on the bottom, if you get a signal at the L, you're looking at Earth-like worlds. Those are jewels. Those are what you're wanting if you want to make some money out here. I always like looking for Earth-like worlds, ammonia worlds, terraformable, water worlds, terraformable. These are all high dollar signals, anywhere from the L on upward to about the water worlds. And here's the most important part also, is the gas giants. And the gas giants, a lot of them have the rings. And the rings, I look for ice rings and metallic rings. Ice rings obviously for the tritium, so I can refuel my carrier. And the metallic rings, I like to find painite. I like to mine for painite, so when I get back into the bubble, I could sell a bunch of painite. I'm not really into the low temperature diamond thing or the void opals or anything like that, but painite, I like to find a lot of that stuff. These are the blips that I'm talking about on a spectral analysis. You can see the dots which highlights like the asteroid clusters and some things like that. As I've discovered the planets, you'll watch those blips slowly disappear.
System scan complete.
This is how I use the detailed surface scanner, which is you have to install it as a module. It doesn't come with your ship. When you get to the planet, you go into the scanner as soon as the planet hits the round circles. And then on this one, it takes 7 probes. So I fire one at the top and 4 around the sides on the surface and 1 in the front. And the trick is to try to get the back probe to hit the center of the planet in the back. And if you can get the bonus, it's just an extra couple bucks. Now once it gets done scanning, make sure you look at your left screen to see if there's any anomalies,
Scan complete.
like crashed ships, geological, biological, things like that. And here's the system that I just scanned. So now we're going to go to the rest of the exploration. As you can see, for the most part, there's just rocks. There's nothing in this one, it's just a star. This one's got several rings that are kind of interesting. A lot of landables, just another star. 3 more rings, actually 4 more rings and a couple landables. This is a nice system. Not really much here unless something's terraformable. A couple rings here. As you can see, each ring's got a lot of moons. This is a very interesting system, but not worth nothing. A bunch of rocks for the most part and some asteroid belts. Rings again. One was orbiting the other. Very interesting here. Just a bunch of rocks, as you can see on the analysis. Down and below, just 4 stars orbiting each other. It's kind of weird. 3 stars, 2 of them are orbiting each other. Rocks, as you can see in the analysis, it's not really worth anything. This is a nice system. A couple rings, a bunch of landables. Kind of another nice system here. Could be terraformable. And now we're going to go back to the Lex. That was the hour. And we're going to cash in. We're going to see what kind of bounty 1 hour of exploration brings us. Normally I will keep on going and I would call the carrier. But for this video, I'll go back to the carrier because I kind of like the system that I'm at, because it's got a lot of resources in the rings that I'm going to mine here in a little bit. So let's see what type of bounty 1 hour of exploration will bring. And there it goes. As you can see, I managed to get $8.3 million in exploration data in 1 hour. That's not actually that bad. But if you look at it, there's 20 systems, and I was the first discoverer of all the systems. This one, for example, is 1.8 million, and we have another one up here somewhere, 1.7 million, and 3.7 million. All the rest of them are average: 8,000, 17,000, 38,000, 85, 61, etc., etc. If you look at this system, high metal content world 1.5 million, high metal content world 1.4 million. This one here happens to be only 334,000. Well, what's the difference between a 1.5 and a 1.4 and 334,000? They're both high metal content worlds, or all three of them are. But even if you look at this one, it's only 30,000. So that's kind of interesting. You got the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 in that. So let's take a look at that. And I'll show you the difference between the two. As I open up the systems, 2, high metal content world. Let me move that up. That's a terraformable. That's a terraformable. That's a terraformable. That one is not. That's the difference between them. Terraformable, 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 not terraformable. The difference in the price is the atmosphere. The lower priced one is nitrogen and ammonia, man. The other ones are carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide. First one, throw a little nitrogen in there, but an ammonia atmosphere is bad for your health. But they're all high metal content worlds. So that is what, and I obviously I mapped them. And so we'll look at, let me see it. We'll go to another system. And again, 1.3 million on a high metal content world, and that one terraformable. All the rest of the high contents are 25 to 30,000. Actually, this gas giant, the class 2, is 54,000. Okay, so that's where you make your money. 1.8. For some reason, it's way up here. Nope, it's down here. There we go. There it is. See, that's the terraformable. That's the sixth. That's the 5th planet. And if you look, this is the 5th planet. So when they're terraformable, that's where you get the money. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and sell the data. And here are my bonuses for the first discoveries. $250,000 for the most part. That's after 25% carrier fees. And that is absolutely ridiculous. That's kind of like an ATM fee. You know, like getting $100 or 100 pounds out of an ATM machine and then paying $25 for the privilege of doing that. It's outrageous, but that's the way it is. Okay, now what I normally do, that money was put in this account. It doesn't reflect that yet. So I'll go to the carrier management and I'm going to deposit that money. See, now it's reflected in. Okay, right here. See, 8.5 million. What I'm going to wind up doing is I always want to keep my normal wallet to a little bit over 10 billion. I want to keep about $250,000 or so. So I'll go 8.2 million. I'll put into the carrier. So here I'll just go 825,000. There we go. And that leaves me enough. I'll confirm it. Okay. As you can see, my balance and my upkeep. That's as simple as that. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video of exploration. You can make money and upkeep your carrier out here in the black. It just takes just a little bit of time. But I hope you've enjoyed this video and you guys have yourself a safe and wonderful day.